Okay, so we all want to unlock the secrets to success.
Mm-hmm.
And who better to guide us than, well, the Buddha himself.
Mm-hmm.
Today we're doing a deep dive into a collection of top 10 Buddha quotes about success.
Sounds good.
But these aren't your typical, fortune cookie wisdom bites.
Right.
We're going way beyond the surface to discover how you can actually use these ancient teachings to create a real lasting success in your own life.
That's right. Yeah, we're talking about success that's not just about reaching the finish line.
Right.
It's about enjoying the whole journey,
Yeah.
It's about finding that sweet spot where you feel fulfilled and driven and at peace all at the same time.
Okay, so let's jump right in with this first quote.
Sure.
Which really sets the stage for everything else.
Okay.
Buddha said, your work is to discover your work and then with all your heart to give yourself to it.
Yeah.
It's like he's saying, before you even think about climbing the ladder, you need to make sure it's leaning against the right wall.
What's so fascinating here is that Buddha is putting so much emphasis on self-discovery.
Right.
It's not just about working hard. It's about finding that thing that truly lights you up.
Yeah.
The thing that makes you want to jump out of bed in the morning and get to work.
I've definitely been there, feeling like I was just going through the motions, not really connected to my work.
Yeah.
But when I finally, took the time to really figure out what I was passionate about,
right,
it was like everything shifted.
Right.
Suddenly, work didn't feel like work anymore.
It becomes less about chasing those external rewards,
Yeah.
and more about the joy of the process itself. And I think that's a key element of, lasting success. You're not driven by the need to prove anything to anyone, but by the pure satisfaction of doing what you love.
Okay, so how can someone who might be feeling lost or uninspired even begin to uncover their work?
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy to say find your passion, but how do you actually do that?
It's a journey, for sure, and it can take time.
Yeah.
But tools like journaling and meditation can be incredibly helpful for uncovering those hidden passions and talents.
Yeah.
Ask yourself those tough questions. What are you naturally drawn to? What activities make you lose track of time?
Right.
What kind of impact do you want to make on the world?
Yeah, it's like peeling back the layers of yourself to discover what's truly at your core.
Yeah.
And sometimes it can be helpful to experiment, to try new things, and see what sparks that fire within you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Think of it as a process of exploration.
Okay.
You might stumble upon something unexpected that you never even knew you were passionate about.
Right. Now, once you've discovered that work, that thing that lights your soul on fire,
Okay.
Buddha offers another piece of wisdom in this second quote.
All right.
He says, a jug fills drop by drop.
Yeah.
Beautiful image, right?
It's a reminder that success is rarely a sudden explosion.
Correct.
It's a slow and steady accumulation of effort over time.
It's like building a masterpiece.
Yeah.
One brushstroke at a time. But in a world that's obsessed with, instant gratification,
right,
it can be tough to embrace that slow and steady approach.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how can we stay, motivated and committed to our goals when we're bombarded with messages about overnight success?
That's where the drop-by-drop mentality comes in.
Yeah.
It's about breaking down those big, audacious goals into smaller, more manageable tasks.
Right.
It's about celebrating those small wins along the way, recognizing that every step forward is a victory.
Okay, so instead of focusing on the finish line,
right,
which can feel kind of overwhelming, we focus on the next step,
right,
the next brush strokes, the next drop in the jug.
Yeah.
And over time, those small actions add up to create something truly extraordinary.
And it's not just about taking action.
Right.
It's about approaching those actions with intention and mindfulness. It's about being fully present in each moment rather than getting caught up in worries about the future or regrets about the past.
Because if we're constantly dwelling on what we haven't accomplished yet or what we could have done differently, we're not fully engaged in the process of creating success in the present moment.
It's like trying to drive a car while looking in the rearview mirror.
Yeah.
You're not going to get very far, and you're likely to crash.
And this reminds me of something else you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
The importance of setting realistic timelines.
Right.
So often we set ourselves up for disappointment by expecting overnight transformations.
Yeah.
But true success is a marathon, not a sprint.
Exactly.
Right.
It's about having patience, trusting the process,
right,
and recognizing that sustainable growth takes time. It's about being kind to yourself along the way, acknowledging that there will be bumps in the road, but that those bumps are part of the journey.
Now, speaking of bumps in the road, this third quote addresses those head on.
All right.
Buddha said, in the confrontation between the stream and the rock, the stream always wins, not through strength, but through persistence.
Yeah.
Classic, right?
A powerful image.
Yeah.
That speaks to the incredible force of persistence.
Right.
The stream doesn't try to overpower the rock. It simply continues to flow, patiently eroding it over time.
And I think this quote is especially relevant in today's world, where we're constantly bombarded with messages about hustling and grinding.
Right.
It's like we're always supposed to be pushing harder, faster, stronger.
Yeah.
But Buddha is offering a different perspective.
Yeah, it's not always about brute force.
Right.
Sometimes it's about staying the course, maintaining that steady effort, and trusting that even the most seemingly insurmountable obstacle will eventually give way.
It makes me think about a time when I was working on a project that felt like it was going nowhere. I was hitting roadblock after roadblock.
Right.
And I was ready to give up.
Yeah.
But then I remembered this quote about the stream and the rock. So instead of, getting discouraged, I decided to just shift my approach.
Okay.
I took a step back, reassessed the situation, and found a new way to navigate those challenges.
That's a great example of how these ancient teachings can provide, practical guidance for modern day challenges.
Oh, really?
It's not about blindly pushing through obstacles. It's about using creative problem solving and adaptability to find a way around them.
And sometimes that means taking a break, letting things settle, and coming back to the problem with fresh eyes.
Exactly. It's about understanding that persistence doesn't always mean pushing harder. Sometimes it means stepping back and finding a more effective approach.
Now, this next quote takes us in a slightly different direction. Buddha said, "Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without."
Oh, right.
Now, this might seem a bit out of place in a conversation about success, but
it's absolutely crucial, Right. Think about it. You could achieve all the external markers of success.
Right. Yeah.
The fancy job title, the big house, the overflowing bank account.
Right.
But if you're constantly stressed, anxious, and chasing after the next thing,
Yeah.
Are you truly successful?
It's like that saying, you can have it all.
Yeah.
But if you don't have inner peace, you have nothing.
Exactly. Buddha's reminding us that true success is holistic. It encompasses our inner world as much as our outer achievements.
So how do we cultivate this inner peace?
Yeah.
Especially in a world that often feels kind of chaotic and overwhelming.
Mindfulness and meditation are powerful tools.
Okay, I have to admit, meditation isn't really my thing.
Right.
I can never seem to, quiet my mind.
Ah.
So do you have any tips for someone like me who struggles with traditional meditation?
Absolutely. Mindfulness doesn't have to mean sitting in lotus pose on a mountaintop.
Yeah.
It can be as simple as paying attention to your breath.
Okay.
Noticing the sensations in your body, or taking a few moments to appreciate the beauty of nature.
So it's about bringing that same awareness and presence to our everyday experiences.
Exactly. And it doesn't have to be like a formal practice.
Yeah.
You can incorporate mindfulness into your daily routine.
Okay.
For example, when you're eating, really savor each bite.
Right.
Notice the flavors, the textures, the aromas.
Right. I like that.
Yeah.
It's about slowing down, being present, and appreciating the little things.
And as you practice mindfulness, you'll start to notice that you have more control over your thoughts and emotions.
Okay.
You'll be less reactive to stress.
Right.
And more able to navigate challenges with a sense of calm and clarity.
And that, I think, is a key ingredient for success.
Absolutely.
In any area of life.
When you're grounded in inner peace, you're able to make better decisions, build stronger relationships, and achieve your goals with more ease and grace.
Now, this next quote really caught my eye because it speaks to something that's so central to personal growth and success.
All right.
Buddha said, "What you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create." It's like he's saying that our minds are incredibly powerful tools that can shape our reality.
And this isn't just some new age law of attraction concept.
Right.
Buddha was talking about this centuries ago, and modern science is actually starting to catch up.
Really? How so?
Well, there's a growing body of research on the power of our thoughts and beliefs to influence our physical health, our relationships, and even our success in achieving our goals.
So it's not just about thinking positive thoughts and hoping for the best.
Right.
It's about understanding that our thoughts and beliefs have a tangible impact on our lives.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I think this quote is particularly relevant in today's world, where we're constantly bombarded with information and stimuli that can shape our thinking in ways that we're not even aware of.
It's like we're swimming in a sea of opinions and beliefs and ideas.
Yeah.
And it can be hard to filter out the noise and focus on what truly matters.
That's why it's so important to develop a strong sense of self-awareness.
Right.
To pay attention to our thoughts, our beliefs, and the stories we tell ourselves about who we are and what's possible for us.
Because those stories can become self-fulfilling prophecies.
Absolutely.
Right.
If we believe we're not good enough, we'll act in ways that confirm that belief.
Right.
But if we believe we're capable and worthy of success, we'll take actions that lead to positive outcomes.
It's a powerful cycle.
It is, and it all starts with our thoughts.
So how can we shift our thinking from a place of self-doubt and limitation to a place of empowerment and possibility?
It starts with awareness. Notice the negative thoughts and beliefs that are holding you back.
Right.
Challenge those thoughts with evidence to the contrary. And then consciously choose to focus on more empowering thoughts and beliefs.
This brings to mind the practice of affirmations. You know, like repeating positive statements to ourselves to reprogram our subconscious mind.
Right.
I used to think affirmations were a bit cheesy.
Yeah.
But I've actually found them to be quite helpful in shifting my thinking.
They can be a powerful tool, especially if you use them consistently and with intention.
So it's not just about saying the words.
Right.
It's about truly believing them.
Yeah.
And feeling the emotions associated with those beliefs.
Exactly. It's about aligning your thoughts, feelings, and actions to create the reality you desire.
And it's about being patient with yourself.
Right.
It takes time to shift deeply ingrained thought patterns and beliefs.
It does.
But with consistent effort, you can rewire your brain for success.
Absolutely.
Right.
And remember, it's not about achieving some perfect state of positivity.
Right.
It's about recognizing that you have the power to choose your thoughts and to focus on those that serve you best.
Now, the next quote is one that I think is particularly relevant in today's fast-paced world.
Okay.
Buddha said, "Do not dwell on the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment." This one is all about the power of being present.
It's a reminder that the only moment we truly have control over is the present moment.
Yeah.
The past is gone. The future is uncertain.
Right.
But right now, in this very moment, we have the power to choose our thoughts, our actions, and our experience.
But in a world that's constantly pulling us in a million different directions, it can be so hard to stay present. Our phones are buzzing, our to-do lists are overflowing, our minds are racing with thoughts about what we need to do next.
You're right.
Right.
It takes conscious effort to cultivate presence in today's world.
Yeah.
But it's a skill worth developing because when we're present, we're more focused, more productive, and more able to make wise decisions.
And we're more able to enjoy the journey itself.
Exactly.
Right.
Rather than constantly chasing after the next thing.
So how can we cultivate this elusive power of presence?
Well, I think it starts with awareness.
Okay.
Noticing when our minds are wandering and gently bringing them back to the present moment.
Yeah.
And I found that certain practices, like mindfulness meditation, can be helpful in training our minds to stay present.
Right. And even simple things like taking a few deep breaths, focusing on your senses, or engaging in an activity that brings you joy can help you reconnect with the present moment.
It's like hitting the pause button on the mental chatter and giving yourself a moment to simply believe.
Now, this next quote echoes something we discussed earlier about the power of our thoughts. But it takes it a step further.
Right.
Buddha said, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." It's like he's emphasizing the absolute importance of cultivating a strong and focused mind.
It's not just about having positive thoughts. It's about developing mental clarity, discipline, and focus.
Yeah.
It's about training your mind like an athlete trains their body.
Because if we want to achieve great things, we need a mind that's sharp, resilient, and able to withstand challenges.
Exactly. It's about developing the mental stamina to stay the course, even when things get tough.
So how can we strengthen our mental muscles?
Yeah.
What kind of mental exercises are we talking about?
There are many approaches.
Okay.
Some people find that meditation helps them to develop focus and clarity. Others benefit from engaging in challenging mental activities like solving puzzles, learning a new language, or studying a complex subject.
I found that reading, thought-provoking books and engaging in conversations with people who challenge my perspectives helps me expand my mental horizons.
Those are great examples.
Yeah.
It's about finding activities that stretch your mind and keep you mentally engaged.
And I think it's also about being mindful of the information we consume. In today's world, we're bombarded with so much negativity and fear-mongering that it can be easy to get sucked into a vortex of negativity.
You're right. It's important to be discerning about the information we allow into our minds.
Yeah.
To seek out sources that are uplifting, inspiring, and informative, and to limit our exposure to negativity and fear.
Because our minds are like gardens.
Yeah.
If we plant seeds of negativity, we'll reap a harvest of negativity. But if we plant seeds of positivity, we'll create a more beautiful and fulfilling inner landscape.
That's a great analogy. And I think it speaks to the importance of cultivating a sense of gratitude, taking time each day to appreciate the good things in our lives can have a profound impact on our mental and emotional well-being.
It's like shifting our focus from what we lack to what we have.
Yeah.
And that can be incredibly empowering.
Absolutely. Gratitude is a powerful antidote to negativity and a key ingredient for a happy and fulfilling life.
Now, the next quote highlights the importance of something that's often overlooked in our pursuit of success. And that's our physical health. Buddha said, to keep the body in good health is a duty. Otherwise, we shall not be able to keep our minds strong and clear. It's like he's saying that we can't neglect our bodies and expect our minds to thrive.
It's about recognizing that our physical and mental well-being are deeply interconnected. When we take care of our bodies, we provide a strong foundation for a clear and focused mind.
It's like trying to run a marathon on an empty stomach.
Yeah.
You're not going to get very far.
Exactly. Our bodies need fuel, rest, and movement to function optimally. And when we provide those things, our minds reap the benefits.
So what are some practical ways we can incorporate physical well-being into our daily routines?
The basics are key. Nourishing our bodies with healthy foods, getting enough sleep, and moving our bodies regularly. It doesn't have to be complicated. Even small changes can make a big difference.
Like taking a walk during your lunch break.
Exactly. Swapping sugary drinks for water, or adding an extra serving of vegetables to your dinner plate.
It's about finding, small, sustainable ways to incorporate healthy habits into your life.
And it's about listening to your body, paying attention to how different foods and activities make you feel. And making choices that support your overall well-being.
Because when you feel good physically, you have more energy, focus, and resilience to pursue your goals and live a fulfilling life.
For sure.
Now that brings us to the ninth quote, which is all about bouncing back from setbacks. Buddha said, no matter how hard the past, you can always begin again. Powerful reminder that we're not defined by our past mistakes or failures.
It's about recognizing that we always have the power to choose a new path. To start fresh and to create a brighter future.
But it's easy to get stuck in a cycle of, self-blame and regret.
Absolutely.
When things haven't gone according to plan.
But that's where this quote offers a glimmer of hope. It's a reminder that we're not our past, we're not our failures, we're not our mistakes, we're the sum total of our experiences, both the good and the bad. And those experiences, even the painful ones, can shape us into, stronger, wiser, and more resilient individuals.
It's about reframing those setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning. Asking ourselves, what can I learn from this experience? How can I use this to do better next time?
It's about letting go of the need to be perfect.
Yeah.
And embracing the messy, imperfect journey of growth and self-discovery.
And it's about remembering that every day is a new opportunity to begin again.
Absolutely.
Right.
To make different choices, to take new actions, and to create a life that aligns with our deepest values and aspirations.
Now, the 10th and final quote in this collection shifts our focus from individual success to the idea of shared success.
Right.
Buddha said, thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. Beautiful image, right?
It's a reminder that true success is not a zero-sum game.
Right.
Your success doesn't diminish the success of others. In fact, when we share our knowledge, resources, and support, we create a ripple effect that benefits everyone.
It's like that saying, a rising tide lifts all boats.
Right.
Right.
When we help others succeed, we create a more positive and supportive environment for everyone to thrive.
And there's a deep sense of fulfillment that comes from helping others.
Absolutely.
Right.
When we contribute to the well-being of others, we experience a sense of purpose and connection that goes beyond our own individual achievements.
So what are some, practical ways our listeners can share their success and help others?
There are countless ways to make a difference.
Okay.
You could mentor someone, volunteer your time to a cause you care about, share your knowledge and skills with others, or simply offer a listening ear to someone in need.
Even small acts of kindness can have a ripple effect.
Absolutely. Okay. Holding the door for someone, offering a genuine compliment, or simply smiling at a stranger can brighten someone's day.
Right.
And create a more positive atmosphere.
It all comes back to that idea of interconnectedness.
Right.
Right.
Our actions, no matter how small, have an impact on the world around us.
Yeah.
And when we choose to act with kindness, compassion, and generosity, we contribute to creating a more positive and successful society for everyone.
This has been an incredibly insightful deep dive into the wisdom of Buddha's teachings on success. We've covered a lot of ground, from the importance of, self-discovery and persistence to the power of inner peace and the fulfillment that comes from helping others.
And we've only just scratched the surface. There's so much depth and richness to these teachings that we could spend hours unpacking them.
But we're just getting started. In the next part of this deep dive, we'll explore some common misconceptions about success and delve deeper into the practical application of these teachings in your everyday life. So stay tuned. And in the meantime, we encourage you to reflect on these 10 quotes and see which ones resonate with you the most.
What insights have you gained? What actions are you inspired to take?
Yeah, we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below.
Absolutely. As we kind of dig deeper into these Buddha quotes on success, I think it's important to address a common misconception that pops up,
Oh, yeah. What misconception are we talking about?
Well, you've probably heard people say things like, I'm manifesting my dream job. Or I'm visualizing my way to financial abundance.
Like if you just think positive thoughts and put a vision board out there, the universe will just magically deliver everything you desire.
Exactly. And while, positive thinking and visualization can be powerful tools, I think Buddha's teachings on the power of the mind are much more nuanced than that.
So it's not just about wishing and hoping for things to happen. There's more to it than that.
Absolutely. It's not about passively waiting for the universe to hand you a winning lottery ticket. Buddha's teachings emphasize that our thoughts create our reality, but it's an active process, It requires conscious effort, aligned action, and an understanding of cause and effect.
It makes me think about that first quote we discussed, about discovering your work and dedicating yourself to it wholeheartedly. If you're just focused on the outcome, the stuff you want to acquire, without that deep inner alignment, it's like building a house on sand.
That's a perfect analogy. You might experience some temporary success,
but
it won't be sustainable or truly fulfilling.
So how do we bridge that gap between our thoughts and our actions? How do we go beyond just wishing and hoping to actually creating the life we desire?
It starts with getting crystal clear about your purpose. What are your core values?
What do you truly want to achieve in this life? once you have that clarity, it's about taking consistent action.
Okay.
That's aligned with those goals and values.
Right.
And remember, action doesn't have to be grand or dramatic. It's the small, consistent steps, the drop-by-drop efforts, that ultimately create lasting change.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
It's not about forcing things to happen overnight.
Right.
It's about showing up day after day and taking those small, intentional actions that move you closer to your vision.
You got it. And it's important to remember that setbacks and challenges are a natural part of the process,
Right.
Don't let them derail you.
Yeah.
Instead of seeing them as failures, view them as opportunities to learn, adjust your approach, and come back even stronger.
So we've talked about the power of the mind, the importance of consistent effort, and the inevitability of challenges on the path to success. Yeah.
But there's another key piece of this puzzle that we haven't fully explored yet.
Okay, what's that?
And it's something that Buddha emphasized repeatedly.
Right.
Inner peace.
Yeah.
Because if we're constantly stressed, anxious, and overwhelmed, it's going to be incredibly difficult to achieve any kind of lasting success.
Absolutely.
Right.
Inner peace is not just a nice to have.
Right.
It's a fundamental prerequisite for success in all areas of life.
Right.
It allows us to think clearly, make wise decisions, and navigate challenges with resilience and grace.
So how do we cultivate this inner peace?
Right.
I mean, it can feel elusive.
Yeah.
Especially in a world that's often, chaotic and demanding.
It's definitely a practice, not a destination.
Yeah.
And it requires a shift in perspective. It's about recognizing that we don't have to be controlled by our external circumstances or our reactive thoughts and emotions. We have a choice in how we respond.
This brings us back to those practices of mindfulness and meditation.
Exactly. Yeah. The ones that help us train our minds to be present, to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment, and to cultivate a sense of calm and clarity amidst the chaos.
And remember, mindfulness is not about becoming some kind of emotionless robot.
Right. It's about developing the awareness to notice when you're getting caught up in, negative thought patterns or reacting impulsively, and then consciously choosing to respond in a more skillful way.
I've been trying to incorporate more mindfulness into my daily routine.
Yeah.
Even just taking a few minutes each day to focus on my breath. It's like hitting the pause button on the mental chatter.
Right.
And giving myself a moment to reset.
Those small, consistent practices are what create lasting change.
Right.
And the beautiful thing is that as you cultivate inner peace, you naturally become more resilient, compassionate, and effective in all areas of your life.
So it's not just about achieving, external success.
Right.
But about becoming a more peaceful and present human being.
It's about recognizing that true success is an inside-out process. When we cultivate inner peace, we naturally attract more positive experiences into our lives.
Now, I think it's important to acknowledge that it's not solely an internal game.
Right.
Our physical well-being plays a vital role as well, right?
Absolutely. Remember that Buddha quote we discussed.
Yeah.
To keep the body in good health is a duty. Otherwise, we shall not be able to keep our minds strong and clear.
Yes. It's like that saying, healthy body, healthy mind.
Precisely. When we nourish our bodies with healthy food, regular exercise, and adequate rest, we create a strong foundation for, mental clarity, focus, and energy.
Yeah.
And those are essential ingredients for success in any endeavor.
And it's something I've experienced firsthand. When I prioritize my physical health, I feel so much more energized, motivated, and capable of tackling challenges.
Right.
But if I let things slide, if I'm not sleeping enough or eating well, I notice a significant decline in my mental and emotional state.
Right.
Which inevitably affects my ability to succeed.
It's all interconnected.
Yeah.
Our physical, mental, and emotional states are constantly influencing each other.
So, what are some practical tips for incorporating physical well-being into our pursuit of success?
It doesn't have to be complicated.
Cool.
Start by focusing on the basics.
Yeah.
Are you getting enough sleep?
Right.
Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep each night. Mm-hmm. Are you moving your body regularly?
Yeah.
Find an activity you enjoy and make it a part of your routine.
Okay.
And are you nourishing your body with whole, unprocessed foods?
Those are great reminders. Mm-hmm. It's so easy to let those things slide when we're busy and stressed.
Yeah. Right.
But they make such a huge difference in our overall well-being and our capacity for success.
Absolutely. And remember, physical well-being is not a destination.
Right.
It's an ongoing journey of self-care and discovery.
So we've explored the mental and emotional aspects of success, but I think there's one more crucial aspect we need to address.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
Something that Buddha emphasized throughout his teachings.
Right.
And that's compassion.
Compassion.
It's a quality that I believe is essential for, true and lasting success.
Yeah.
Both individually and collectively.
The ability to understand and share the feelings of others, it's a quality that's often overlooked in our individualistic, achievement-oriented society.
But I think it's an essential ingredient for creating a more just equitable and fulfilling world for everyone. It shifts our focus from me to we, from competition to collaboration.
I couldn't agree more. When we cultivate compassion, we move beyond the narrow confines of our own ego and recognize our interconnectedness with all beings.
We begin to understand that our actions have ripple effects.
Right.
And that by helping others succeed, we ultimately contribute to our own well-being and the well-being of the world around us.
It's a shift from a scarcity mindset, where we believe there's not enough to go around, to an abundance mindset, where we recognize that there's plenty for everyone if we're willing to share and support each other.
Right.
This reminds me of that beautiful quote from Buddha we discussed earlier. Thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared.
Such a powerful reminder that true success is not a zero-sum game.
Right?
When we share our knowledge, resources, and support, we create a ripple effect that uplifts everyone.
Exactly. And think about it. Helping others succeed doesn't take anything away from your own success. In fact, it often enhances it.
Right.
When you contribute to the well-being of others, you experience a deep sense of purpose and connection. That goes beyond your individual achievements.
So how can our listeners cultivate more compassion in their lives? And how can they incorporate it into their pursuit of success?
It starts with awareness.
Okay.
Pay attention to the people around you.
Right.
Notice their struggles, their joys, their hopes, and their fears. Practice empathy by, putting yourself in their shoes and trying to see the world from their perspective.
And then it's about taking action. How could you use your, unique skills, resources, and influence to make a positive difference in the lives of others?
There are so many ways to make a difference, both big and small. You could mentor someone, volunteer your time to a cause you care about, share your knowledge and skills with others, donate to a charity, or simply offer a listening ear to someone in need.
Even small acts of kindness can have a ripple effect.
Absolutely.
Right.
Holding the door for someone, offering a genuine compliment, or simply smiling at a stranger can brighten someone's day and create a more positive atmosphere.
And it all comes back to that idea of interconnectedness.
Right.
Our actions, no matter how small, have an impact on the world around us. And when we choose to act with kindness, compassion, and generosity, we contribute to creating a more positive and successful society for everyone. So we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive so far, exploring the mental, emotional, physical, and compassionate dimensions of success. I feel like I'm already gaining a much deeper understanding of what it truly means to succeed in life.
And we're not done yet.
Oh, okay.
In the final part of this episode, we'll tie all these threads together and explore some practical strategies for integrating these Buddha quotes into your daily life.
Okay.
So you can create a life that is both successful and fulfilling.
So stay tuned.
But in the meantime, we'd love to hear from you.
Right.
Which of these quotes has resonated with you the most? How are you incorporating these teachings into your own pursuit of success?
Share your thoughts and insights in the comments below.
We always love hearing from our listeners.
As we've been going through these Buddha quotes on success, it's amazing to see how relevant they still are to our lives today.
Really is.
You'd think they were written for the modern world.
I know.
Not centuries ago.
It's true. These teachings really do transcend time. I think it speaks to the universality of human experience.
Right.
No matter what era we live in, we're all searching for, meaning, purpose, and fulfillment.
And in a world that's constantly telling us to hustle harder, achieve more, never slow down. These, ancient wisdom teachings offer a refreshing perspective.
They remind us that true success isn't just about, reaching the finish line. It's about enjoying the entire journey. It's about finding that sweet spot where you feel fulfilled, driven, and at peace all at the same time.
And it's not just about what you achieve,
right,
but about how you experience life along the way.
Exactly. And that brings me to something that I think often gets lost in our modern pursuit of success.
Okay.
The importance of joy.
Oh, I love that you're bringing this up. Tell me more about that.
Well, we tend to get so caught up, in achieving goals, meeting deadlines, striving for more, that we forget to savor the journey itself.
It's like we're so busy climbing the ladder that we forget to enjoy the view along the way.
Precisely. And I think Buddha's teachings remind us that true success isn't just about what we achieve,
right,
but about how we experience life, It's about finding joy in the present moment, appreciating the simple things,
right,
and cultivating a sense of gratitude for all that we have.
Makes me think about that quote we talked about.
Yeah.
Do not dwell on the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. It's a call to embrace the now,
right,
rather than constantly chasing after some, future state of happiness.
True joy is available to us right now, in this very moment.
Right.
It's not something we have to wait for or earn.
Because if we're not careful, we can spend our whole lives chasing after some, external marker of success.
Right.
And completely miss out on the beauty and richness of the present moment.
And the irony is that when we learn to find joy in the present moment, we actually become more effective in achieving our goals.
Because we're more present, more engaged, and more resilient in the face of challenges.
Exactly. So as we wrap up this deep dive into Buddha's wisdom on success, I want to leave you with a challenge.
Oh, I love a good challenge. What is it?
Make a conscious effort to cultivate more joy in your everyday life.
That sounds wonderful. Do you have any practical tips for how we can do that?
Start by noticing the small things that bring you pleasure.
Okay.
It could be a beautiful sunset, a warm cup of tea, a heartfelt conversation with a loved one, or simply the feeling of the sun on your skin.
Right.
Savor those moments. Let them fill you up.
And don't forget to laugh.
Absolutely.
Laughter is such a powerful antidote to, stress and negativity.
Surround yourself with people who make you laugh. Watch a funny movie.
Right.
Or simply take yourself less seriously.
So to recap, we've explored the importance of self-discovery.
Yeah.
Persistence, inner peace, physical well-being, compassion, and now joy.
Right.
These are all, essential ingredients for creating a life that is both successful and fulfilling.
It's about embracing a holistic approach to success.
Right.
One that nourishes your mind, body, and spirit.
And it's about remembering that success is not a destination, but a journey.
Yeah.
A journey filled with challenges and triumphs, setbacks and breakthroughs, and most importantly, moments of joy and connection.
We hope you found this deep dive into Buddha's wisdom insightful and inspiring.
And as always, we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
What resonated with you most from this episode? What actions are you inspired to take?
Right.
Share your thoughts and insights in the comments below.
And if you enjoyed this deep dive, please share it with your friends, family, and colleagues.
Right.
Let's spread these timeless wisdom teachings far and wide.
Thanks for joining us on this journey of exploration and discovery. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep striving to live a life that is both successful and fulfilling.